Hi guys, and welcome back to Bound by Flames. So we're going to be continuing straight off from the last episode, which was just getting started in the game, really. Yeah, if you guys want to check out the earlier episode, I'll leave a link in the description as well as in the card above to the playlist, and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Right, so we need to go.
This position is lost.
Ooh.
Retreat!
Oh dear.
Everyone fall back to the invoking room, and fast!
Okay, that's good. Also, I noticed on Z, look, there's a new sword. So I think because we've got like gold and stuff like that, we can then craft it. I don't know how the crafting thing works, but the attack speed is lower, but the ability to interrupt is higher. So I think for the time being, I'm going to leave that because I don't know enough. And it's the same with the daggers as well. They can go up. And in fact, we've got some more points because we actually leveled up as well. So let's have a look at these. Okay, so I've done one on the ranger stuff. I've got a couple on that health regen thing, and some other bits and bobs as well around there. And it also looks like we got some points as well for different things. For me, I think that requires tough, but I get the feeling that I'm going to just need loads of health. It's going to be as simple as that. I think we'll probably save up to get Colossus. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so look, there's some more bad guys over there. Let's see if we can go around. Nope, of course we can't. That just goes that way. So that means we've got to just go in for it. Look at these guys. There's loads of them. God, there's a lot of them. I don't know what the best way to get through this would be. Or it's just to keep on apparently just slamming into space will do it. No, maybe not. Okay, that's not so good. I think we will get through them, but ooh. Okay, so we are getting some more health up. It's so difficult. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was hard. Tell you what, that was actually quite hard. And over there is a giant fat guy, which is never fun. We need to get our health up, really. So at least now that we've got that health thing going, we can just wait around a little bit and just kite him for a bit while we recover some health. Oh, that was close. So that was not so good at all. Tell you what, guys, I'm going to switch the options down because honestly, it does seem quite difficult. I'm going to switch it to down to recruit. Let's see if I don't know if that gets applied like straight away or not. No, apparently not. Save and quit. Okay. Well, I guess so. Save changes, yes. Okay, that's fine. That just means quit that bit. I was wondering if it meant like quit the entire game. Right, we'll get some more health up. Alright, so we're heading back to the invoking chamber. I haven't got full health. It's taken too long to load up. So I'm just like, let's just continue on. Hopefully we get a heal up if there's some bad guys around here.
Concentrate. We almost have it.
Well now, that must be the 5th time I heard him say that. This stupid ritual is taking too goddamn long. Oh shit, here come the hobblers.
Are you going to be alright?
I'm fine. Worry about those dead walkers.
Are you hurt, Buffalo?
Alright. Tell you what, I think out of the styles, the Ranger's actually my favourite just because it's so quick. Although this kind of is a bit of an issue. There we go, look at that, it's quite good. Cool. Break its guard. There we go. Cool.
Something is wrong. The catalyzer shouldn't do that.
Whoa.
Stay away from my daughter!
I shall not let thy weakness be our downfall.
Ooh. Demon talking now. That'll be what's entered us then. Oh, look at that. Gotta fight this thing. Strange power has invaded you. You can now use the powers of the flame from the tactical menu. Use orb of fire with 3 and burning weapon with 4. Okay. Whoa. So. I take it that... oh, there's bad guys around as well. Get rid of them. Okay. There's quite a few of them around, that's the only thing. They are going to get very annoying very quickly. Whoa! Come on, let's get him out. Whoa! So we've got to take out his limbs. Let's try a sword. Right, let's try these powers then. So what was it? We had Orb of Fire. Yeah, let's give that a go. Cool. So it's a nice fireball then, okay. We just press 4 then and just do that. Oh, that was the sword one. Okay, flaming sword, cool. And that sets these dudes on fire. Right, cool. That makes a lot of sense. Whoa. Oh, that is much more powerful as well against this dude. Ooh, we're so low on health. Let's orb up. There we go, got his legs. Right, so it's his arms now. Come on, we can do this. Whoa. Covering magic. Okay. Tap to open attack the mana potion. Right, so we've got mana potions as well. Well, we definitely need a health potion. And that's the most important thing right now. Okay, let's get this. Oh. Let's get that arm. Good. Come on, we can do it. Yes. Can't believe we killed it. Because that thing is huge. Oh, we have one. Oh, now we have. Okay. Oh, it's a shame it doesn't, like, you know, collapse instead it, like, disappears, but...
I'm burning. How did I do that?
Captain, I think it's time we talked about a promotion.
We don't have time for this, Vulcan. We need to move out before the rest of them get here.
The passes are probably crawling with them already.
There's a passage to the other side of the mountain. It will lead us to the swamp.
The swamp? Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, did anybody see what I just did to that huge fucking monster? I mean, seriously, I fried that thing. I saved our asses, and you're all just, hey, what's for lunch?
I said shut it, Vulcan.
Okay, they know something we don't then. Oh, there's one of the Ice Lord things. They look evil as. Wow.
Thou hast fled.
What the?
Thou didst hold the power to face the necromancers, yet thou didst flee.
I had no choice.
No choice. Hast thou even thought of choosing? Thou art fled like a thief, and thou hast left me, the shadow of myself, trapped here in this prison.
I did not create this situation. I'm not even sure I understand what has happened.
The hour for questions is past. Thou must act. It is I who will suffer for thy cowardice. I who will pay for thine fault. I who will face extinction. And if I must die, if the flame is extinguished, our world will die as well.
I will not let the flame die. I am in a war against these necromancers, and at last I have the power to fight them.
What dost thou hope to accomplish in this ridiculous human shell? As it is now, it is useless to us. The flame is not a toy for mewing infants. It exists to reign. Its power must not be stolen from thee. We must reconquer the world heart as swiftly as we may.
Hey, Vulcan, enough of your daydreaming. Move your ass, huh?
Buffalo.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Vulcan, you hear me? Pull your finger out.
Huh? Yeah, I hear you. My head feels like a bomb went off in it.
Well, shake it off. We're still not at the end of this stinking swamp, and I'm not gonna carry you all the way to the village.
Anyway, how come Hawk isn't the one with me here? He's the lead scout. I always go with him.
Hawk is covering the back of the line, so this time, I'm the one who goes with you. You'll get over it.
Why do I get the feeling I'm under surveillance?
You think nobody noticed your little stunt at the temple? Damn right we're watching you. Now shut your trap and keep an eye on our perimeter, while I keep an eye on you.
And while the captain has a nice chat about me with the red scribes.
It'll be a lot easier to talk to those two-faced snakes without you hanging around. Don't worry about it. He'll tell you what you need to know. And if he doesn't tell you, then I will.
Thanks, Sarge.
Let's get moving before everybody catches up.
You lot are about as discreet as a herd of hunchbacks.
I thought that elves were supposed to have superior eyesight. Do we look like stiffs to you, dickhead?
Not yet. But with an arrow sticking out of your throat, I'm certain that even a chatterbox like you could do a passable impression.
And you'd be the next one down.
Possibly. Perhaps I should aim for the largest target first.
Not if you want to keep both your balls.
What have we here? Buffalo in person. Well, that's a good sign.
What's going on here? Who's the scrag with the pointy ears?
Thanks for noticing. I try to keep them sharp. I am called Relmar, and I gather the red-faced fat belly with the filthy beard is none other than the famous Elric, leader of the Freeborn Blades.
They call me the Captain.
All the Freeborn Blades call you Captain Elric. I have no doubt that they do. As for me, I've never had much interest in titles or in military protocol. I judge people by their deeds.
His rank was granted in the field. You seem like you know enough about the Freeborn Blades to know what that means.
I have enough knowledge of your history to know that your leader has made a name for himself. So, yes, call him what you will. The fact that he is your captain concerns only you and those availing themselves of your services.
That's enough. We're not going to stand here bullshitting all night. Just what the fuck are you doing here, Relmar, you horse-tongued bastard?
Looking for you. Well, I began by searching for the Red Scribes. Prince Arundel is wounded. We had to withdraw to Valvanor, where I learned that you were expected. I just wanted to make sure you found your way there.
This is not my first walk in the wilds, arsewipe. As you can see, I'm on the right path, and we've nearly reached our destination.
Captain, those creatures I told you about this morning are gathering nearby. They're probably getting ready to attack us.
Ah, well, those are called Chrysalids. They wait until they have gathered enough numbers, and then they overwhelm you. And it would seem your little group is attracting a whole swarm to the village.
Well, we'll give them a welcome.
Actually, in spite of themselves, these creatures do an excellent job of keeping Deadwalker scouts away without raising any suspicions. If we allow them to gather here and then massacre them, I fear we'll be moving their territory a bit too close to Valvanor, which will lead to our being discovered sooner or later. I suggest we send 1 or 2 men back. This will keep them separated and occupied while the rest make it to the village. I'm ready to volunteer, if you fear I might try and slip away. I know the area well.
Sounds like a plan to me. Vulcan, you're on it.
I want to go too. The animals and plants in this swamp are extraordinary. And the venom of these chrysalids seems very interesting. I'd love to get a chance to observe them more closely.
Sybil, that is out of the question. Have you lost your mind? It's too dangerous.
Come on, let her off the leash. It'll be good for her. I promise I'll bring her back in one piece.
Vulcan, rule number 2.
We'll see you at the village.
Sybil!
See you later.
Alright then, so we've unlocked the Pyromancer skill tree. That's interesting. So that's going to be... So these are the 3 different playstyles then. Pyromancer, I'm guessing that's our demon friend. I'm going to call it the demon friend. How many do we need more for this vitality thing? Because that is going to be all we're going to need. Yeah, we just need 1 more for that. And let's get something else. Radius of effect. Actually, I quite liked, like I was saying, I quite liked the daggers actually. So switch over to Ranger and see what we can do on that. There we go. And oh, we got the 3 points as well for Colossus to make us, yeah, so we can take more damage and stuff like that. Cool. So it looks like we've got, oh, so I've got to choose between the 2. Right, okay, between Sybil and Sylvie Elf.
Yes?
Oh, we need to talk about your combat style. So this is just going to be like one of the people of your party.
What do you want to know?
I want to know. So I'm guessing you're the
So Aelas is your father?
Aelas is your father, yeah.
Yes. And yes, he is the leader of the Red Scribes.
That's handy for you.
You are so predictable. Daddy's little girl can do whatever she wants, right? Don't fool yourself. I'm endlessly having to prove myself more than any other scribe. My father doesn't treat me better than the others, and I expect no less from him.
At least that explains why you look like you just stepped out of a library. I guess he encourages you?
Yes, of course. But I'm big enough to make my own choices. Knowledge fascinates me, and I suppose it would have been like that whoever my father was.
Alright. Yeah, what is this world heart actually? Because we didn't know.
What can you
that.
tell me about the World Heart?
That's what the demon was going on
Many
about.
of the people on Vertiel believe that the World Heart is just a myth. There are many different beliefs from one region to another, but most of them have more in common than not.
The World Heart is where life and prosperity are born. I've already heard that crap.
If we were to imagine Vertiel as a living being, the World Heart is exactly what it sounds like, the heart of the world. It's what keeps the world alive. It beats, and Vertiel lives from its energy. If you wish, I can try to learn more about it. Come back and see me in a few days.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Yes, tell me
Can
more
you
about this
tell me
order.
more about your order?
Of course. The Red Scribes are an order of sages. Our quest is to find the answers to all the great mysteries of this world.
And so you know about magic.
We study magic from an essentially theoretical viewpoint, but we're not an order of magicians. Even though some of us practice healing magic, but we have nothing to do with the destructive power magic used by the Lords of the Frozen Shadows, and we know very little about that domain, unfortunately.
I see. But that doesn't mean you can't research it, huh?
Obviously, especially now. Any knowledge which would help us turn this war around would be helpful. But according to our archives, we were already studying magic more than 5 centuries ago.
Oh, really? What do you know about the Ice Lords?
As much as it is possible to know without having met them. In some ways, they're quite fascinating, even though the term might seem inappropriate.
Perfect. How do we kill him?
If I knew that, do you think I would keep it to myself? But I can tell you this, we do believe it's possible. We know that there are 7 lords. Black Storm, Lady Crystal, Marshal Winters, the White Lady, Lord Blackfrost, the Chiller, and the Ice Duchess.
Everybody knows that. We've had our asses kicked by them enough.
For sure. But in the past, there were more of them. Some scrolls talk of 9 or a dozen, even of 30 lords. Of course it's confusing. And I doubt they would have freely given the information of how to kill one of them. But you can bet that some of them have died. We just have to discover how.
Where did they come from?
Most people believe that the lords appeared recently, at the beginning of the war. But I have found certain scrolls that lead me to believe they have been around more than 300 years. They are originally from a region far to the north of Vertiel. For a long time, they remained there. The beginning of their conquest is quite recent. We all think that the war started 10 years ago, but in fact, it is much longer, maybe even the last century. It took them a long time to escape from their region of origin. The dwarf kingdoms were in their way, and they put up a fight.
You had me going there for a moment. I'm sorry, but dwarves? Save it for the children.
But you're wrong. The dwarves did exist, but the Ice Lords exterminated them.
Right. And I bet they also massacred all those poor dragons and goblins.
You know that dragons and goblins don't exist. You're impossible.
Do they have any weaknesses that we could exploit?
Not that I know of. All of the Ice Lords are powerful sorcerers. They are far more powerful than all the other magicians. They have an unlimited army. If they have a weakness, it's not that.
But in spite of all of this, you think there is something?
I do. We often imagine the Ice Lords as a vast megalithic power. But that's not true. In fact, they desperately hunger for power. Just because they pooled their powers to create the Deadwalker army doesn't mean they like each other. Their balance of power is precarious. As soon as they are done with destroying Vertiel, they'll probably start killing each other.
Sure, but that doesn't help us much if we have to wait until they're done.
Perhaps there is a way to stir up the tensions between them. even if for the moment, I can't think how.
Let's change the subject. Do you know what happened to me in the temple?
I'm still searching for an explanation. Something must have gone wrong during the ritual.
And what was the god's damn ritual supposed to do?
The Red Scribes have always had quite limited magical skills. I believe that the ritual was meant to increase their magical powers to try and find a way of combating the Ice Lords. But instead of channeling pure energy into each of the scribes, the ritual called forth a conscience that settled in you.
Your father called it a demon. How come I got stuck with it?
A demon? That reminds me of the old text, but I couldn't say if that's what it is. You were standing right there, so that force flowed into you. It could have been my father, or any of us, I guess.
Well, that's just great. What do I do now?
I would dearly like to help you. But even though I have searched through all the texts I have here, I can find no reference to anything like this experience of yours, at least for now. But until we have found out more, you must try to fight against this thing. Do not allow it to get comfortable. We don't know what its intentions are or how powerful it is. It could be dangerous for you.
So then, any result from the study of all these creatures of the swamps?
Well, I'd really like to meet some of these creatures who live here. But for now...
Alright, okay. So that's going to be it then. I thought I might as well go through all of those options at the end of this video because, well, I'm always interested in this stuff. Some of you guys might be, and those that have hung on to it can then get a little bit more knowledge. But anyway, guys, we are going to call it there for an episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.